Okay, so word, I just ran out to go get a pack of smokes or whatever. And first of all, I couldn't even get out of my driveway before a car was just like pulling out. And I got, man, there ain't nobody lives out here. There's like 5 houses on this street. And it's like midnight. So right at midnight when I'm at the bottom of my driveway, a car pulls right up in front of me, like almost like I can't even pull out. So goes to the end of the drive and he busts the left and busts the right. The house right across the street, someone flashes a light like a flashlight. There was, and then the lights on. There was nothing but like not a flashlight. There was like one light that was in the window. It came on. It stayed on for a minute. Then it went off, and then they cut all the lights off, and that was weird. But it's okay. It's whatever. So I bust a right. I go through town. And then I get a car comes up right next to me, rides next to me the whole time, just straight right next to me through the downtown. Word. So that's weird, but maybe they like to be nosy and ride next to people. So I get to the store, I get my stuff, and I head out. And when I head out, immediately, man, I get another car right on my butt the whole way I pull off in the parking lot for a minute. And anyway, I pull back out, and then it's pretty calm, man. I don't see nobody really. I go through town, and I had to go to the other gas station because the gas station near me was closed. So I went to the other gas station that was closed. There's a car right there in the parking lot, right there waiting to turn, just like sitting there, doesn't turn out. He's not on my road. There's like two ways out of that gas station. Can go down the road that goes to the right. The parking lot goes that way, or you can go down out the way that I was on going straight. So he's sitting on the road like to take a right or take a left because there's a light there, and he's just sitting in the parking lot at the exit part, not going up to the light, not taking a right, just sitting there in the parking with the lights on. So when I get past, he still doesn't pull off. He's just sitting weirdly in that parking lot, just like he's about to pull out, and then he pulls off, and I start getting followed. So I didn't go home, man. I went down the road a ways, go down that road, and then he comes up on me, and I start getting high beamed the whole way. So he pulls off. Then another car comes up, get high beamed. So finally, I go a ways, and I find another parking lot, and I turn around. Now this is 12 some o'clock in the middle of BFE. So that parking lot had a right to turn in, and then it made like a loop onto another side road, that the right that was before this little business, where you could go out the side, and then you'd have to take a right, and then you take a left on that road. As soon as I get to that exit, a truck pulls up, pulls right slow in front of me, just cruises real slow. He had his high beams on too, goes up the street. So I turn around, so I take that right, get a left, go back towards home. Another car comes up, high beaming me the whole way. I mean, these ones are bright too. There's like those blue halogens. So he's high beaming me the whole way, right? For real. And and I'm doing the speed limit. I don't speed, man. I always drive the speed limit. And so anyway, I could see somebody passing me, but he high beams me. He starts putting on his blinkers, like his hazards, and he's just riding my tail for a while like that. There's no traffic. We're in the middle of nowhere on a straight road, and he just rides me like that for a while, for a minute. And then he pulls up and he goes fast, almost sideswipes me, pulls off quick in front of me, like hard quick. And then when he does that, he's still got his hazards on. And we're going down the road for a while. I mean, we're going miles down the road. He's still got his hazards rolling. And anyway, I actually pull out my phone to get my camera and to take a picture. But by that time, I was back at my road, and by that time, he cuts them off, so I couldn't film what the weird stuff that he did, man. But I promise you, man, I swear to you, this happened, man. I'm not a crazy person. Well, I am a little crazy, but I got head trauma. But these people are stalking me, man. There's a group of people, man, that I don't know if it's some kind of community group or if it's something related to the government or the U.S. military, because I was an experimental soldier for them. And I used to have a video up about being in a super soldier experiment and all the experimental stuff they gave me and what I went through. And I took it down. So I thought that the stalking might stop, man, that the harassment might end. But, I get home, man, and anyway, I know it's super weird, man. It's not explainable. It's not explainable. Not at 12:15 at night when everything's closed, all the businesses are closed for people, and they're all high beaming me, man. Every single one of them, and they're not just bright. I mean, because I've seen them, you know, I've seen them like they even some of them flashed them off and on just to like say, hey, man, listen, haha, look at this, we've got our high beams on you. So it was whack. It was totally whack, man. Um, so this whole this whole targeted individual or gang stalking or whatever you want to call it, it's real, dog. It's real. These are a bunch of peoples, man, that are doing like they harass you and they do some awful stuff, man. They constantly are just, you know, I mean, they stalking you, man. Who wants to be stalked? I don't know who do it. Could be my ex-girlfriend, dog. That girl stalked me for like 6 months. Nah, longer than that, for like a year probably, man. She even took my phone and forwarded it, like had my number forwarded for a minute. I had no clue. I wasn't getting no calls, no text. Anyway, she did. Everybody was trying to call me. She was picking up the phone. So that girl was crazy, man. She tried to have me murdered. For real, crazy. Um, Anyway, she was an informant for the police too, man. So I didn't know that, man. She had some other ties out there, but she was an informant. She's a straight snitch. So I don't know what's up, man. Girl's got like 25 felonies and never done a day in jail, man. It's sick, man. She got mad trafficking charge, all sorts of stuff, man. And whatever you do, man, I ain't gonna, I no snitch. I don't snitch on nobody, man. But when you snitching for the police, I'll snitch on you to the public, for real. Because, man, I don't like what what this girl was doing, man. I didn't like it. She was hurting children and stuff, man. So I'm not down with hurting kids, man. Not a bit. Never done a day in jail, man. Had all her barns, like 20,000, 30,000, 5 grand, all ROE. She showed up on she had people at my house throwing rocks at my house. I moved to get away from her. She had rocks, people throwing them at my house. Like 6 months later, man, she would literally pull up in her car up to the top of my sister's house, right? She's sitting up there and just sit there, not get out of the car, not talk to me, not say nothing, just sit there. I found out that she moved into the same town that I was in. I moved an hour away, but no, she's right down the road, like minutes away. So she was like when she had my phone forwarded, somehow she was in all my stuff. She got into my emails. She took over my life. She was calling folks, like, for real. She was calling people that I go to church with, and like people that are friends, my kid and her kid, this one girl's kids are friends. And she called her asking for prayer requests. Like, I need somebody to pray for me. And she did that to more than one person, man. Just straight crazy, man. The girl, like, she completely messed up on my life. Somehow she got into my PayPal too. And when she got on my PayPal, she started charging all these Ubers. I had like hundreds of dollars worth of Ubers, and some of them were like $3 Ubers, $6 Ubers. I mean, just strange stuff, like just Uber after Uber after. And I wasn't using no Uber, man. I barely ever. When I used to drink every now and then, man, I would use an Uber because I don't drink and drive. You know what I'm saying, man? I ain't trying to endanger nobody on the road. So if I go have a little drink, and I didn't drink much, man. But if I even have a few beers, I usually get an Uber. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, it's whack. It's whack. So it might be her back at it again, but her being a snitch. So she might have said something to the police about me that ain't true or whatever, man, and trying to get me in some kind of trouble or something just because she wants to get back at me, man. Just because I outed her as a snitch, man. But she was hurting children, so she needed to be outed. You can't hurt children and get away with it, man. I don't care what people do, man. Laws people break. As long as you're not hurting people, I really don't care what you do, man. That's your business, your prerogative. But when you're hurting children, I make it my prerogative. Do not mess with children. Leave them alone. They're untouched by the world, man. They're our future. They're our tomorrow. Stop corrupting them and hurting them and abusing them and doing all sorts of evil and just awful things to them, man. The children of the world is the only beauty left in this world. Is so evil, man. That's why people want to hurt children, man. They want to mar what's left in this world of beauty, man, and grace and goodness of God's design, man. Is the innocence of children. They want to take it away, man, and I'm not about it. I'm not about people hurting kids. And if you hurt children, and I find out you hurt children, we're going to have an issue. We're going to have an issue. I'm going to make sure that you stop hurting that child by any means necessary. By any means. I don't like going to the law. I don't like to snitch, man. But if somebody's hurting children, they deserve to go to jail, man. They do, man. They deserve to go to jail, man. So I don't even know how I feel, man, with my OG code and my street code of ethics, man, how I would deal with that, man. But when I find, I don't know, man. Maybe that'd be one thing, man. I talk to my people and be like, listen, y'all, I know I'm clicked up. I've been clicked up my whole life, but this person's abusing or molesting a child. This person needs to go to jail. Need something needs to be done. And I'm too old to be into violent stuff, man. I'm not about it. I'm not trying to be violent no more, man. But I'm gonna make somebody stop hurting children, man. If I have to physically get involved and keep them from touching that child, man. Yo, straight up, man. It's the most evil of the evil thing is people hurting children. So anyway, because of things like that, for me being a decent human being, I'm not a good person, man. I'm a pretty not a good person in a lot of ways. I got a lot of issues, a lot of problems, a lot of sin, man. And I'm far from being good or a great example to anybody. I mean, heck, I got CTE. I'm dealing with brain trauma, but straight up, man, I have some morals. I got some things left, man. And I care about the world enough, man, to care about children and man, and not want to see people get raped and abused and murdered. I'm not about it, man. I want to, I want people to have a hope, have a future, man, make something out of their lives. But here I am getting people harassing me, man, for trying to make the world a better place and as much as I can. You know, do I do bad things? Everybody does bad things. Do I have skeletons in my closet? Everybody has skeletons in the closet. Do I go around hurting other people? No. Anything that I do, I hurt myself, man. But I don't go around hurting other people, man. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong, man. It's wrong. So how about we try to live by the golden rule? Well, how about we try to love our neighbor as we love ourselves, man, and do good to others, man. Treat them the way we want to be treated, man. For real. And God knows I'm angry, man. I'm angry. And I gotta not be angry because this anger will get to you. You know what I'm saying? If they try to trigger you, they try to upset you, man. People in this world are out to push your buttons, especially narcissists, man. That's my ex was a narcissist. Man, we got to let it go, man. We have to learn how to forgive because being angry and being hateful, being resentful and bitter, all it does is it keeps you in a cage, and you have to forgive people and let it go, man, so that you don't give them your power. When you do that, they're controlling you, and I'm not about to let people control me. So, man, you know what? All the people that out there, I hope you watch this video, man. I hope you see who I am, because what you're doing to me is not right. It's not right at all, man. I served this country for you. I live every day in pain for you. I'm having problems with my brain because it got smashed up for you, right? So you could have some freedom to go around and harass people and treat them wrong and stalk them and break in their house and vandalize them and try to sideswipe them on roads in the name of good. How does wrecking somebody on a highway and almost causing a pile up of cars in the community's best interest? Tell me now, how is that in the community's best interest at all? Or breaking into somebody's house and stealing their goods. How is that for the community's best interest? Or breaking and vandalizing stuff around their house. How is that for the community's best interest? Now, stalking and harassing anybody, you're driving people to paranoia. And paranoia is proven by science and psychology, psychiatry, to cause violent behavior, man. So you're actually not trying to help the community. You're trying to cause people to be violent. And you're endangering the community like you do on the highways. You, my friends, are domestic terrorists. You are domestic terrorists. You're evil and you're endangering the citizens of this country. And you, my friend, are a traitor to the United States of America. You are a traitor to the United States Constitution and to your neighbor. You have sold them out for money or for whatever reasons. And what you're doing is criminal. It breaks the Constitution. It underlies all civil liberties. And beyond that, it's demonic and plain evil. And if you're people in the community are jump in on these things too to get gift cards and car leases, shame on you. Shame on you. Selling out another individual's law given and God given rights for a gift card or for a lease to a car or breaking in their house. How would you like someone to break into your house? How would you like somebody to vandalize or scare your children and keep your children, have your children so they're not safe in their own home? How would you like that? Because you doing it to others, guess what? At some point, they're going to do it to you. You're going to become a loose end, and they're going to do it to you. You're going to get what you've put on other people. And I don't wish it for you. Actually, if you're doing it, I do wish it for you, because then you get what you deserve. Till then, leave people alone, man. Mind your own business. If you don't have enough stuff in your life, all that time you spend around following people and stalking people and vandalizing people and disrupting their lives, how about you go spend that time with your children? How about you go spend that time with your friends and family? Why don't you go volunteer somewhere at a shelter or homeless shelter or an abused woman shelter or feeding the homeless or being out doing street ministry? Why don't you do something good, man? Why don't you get into politics or do something, man? Go volunteer, help veterans, man. That don't have nobody. Go to the veterans' homes and why don't you help those veterans out there that have nobody and missing limbs? But no, you follow people around for gift cards and money, man. Shame on you. You're a terrorist. You're a terrorist. You're a terrorist. For everybody else out there, man, stay blessed. Keep loving each other. Keep helping each other. Keep serving each other. And none of us are perfect, but keep doing the best you can to help one another, man. Because this world is ugly, and without some love, man, we have no hope. But our hope is in Christ, and, without him, we don't have much. And my faith is hanging on short because I'm evil, man. We're all evil. We all need forgiveness, and we all need hope, and we all need goodness in our lives. So be that goodness to somebody else. Peace out. God bless. Take care.